Welcome to the How Good It Can Get podcast, where we dive deep into the transformative journey from surviving to thriving. Join me, your host, Andrea Rice, on this empowering exploration of mindfulness, spirituality, and unlocking your full potential. Let me show you just how good it can get. Hello and welcome back to the How Good It Can Get podcast. I'm your host, Andrea Rice, and I want to thank you all for taking a listen here today. I have been MIA for about 3 weeks, just a lot of stuff going on, but I did want to get back and talk to you guys. One, I want to say thank you for everyone who has listened. I think this little podcast has reached 18 countries now, so that's pretty amazing to me. I think Russia and Canada are number 2 and 3. So thank you everyone who has tuned in, whether you've listened to them all or just one, or maybe even just a smidge of one. I do appreciate it. And speaking of gratitude, I have to say that October has been the best month for downloads. I do not take that lightly. It really fills my heart with gratitude. I am so appreciative of it all. So let's dive into this episode. I went out to lunch with a friend of mine the other day, and we were talking about just different things about mindfulness. She was asking me about my outlook on things, and she said, oh, well, I guess you probably were just born this way. You've always had that, positive attitude, the good outlook on life. And while I wish that was the case, no, it was not. I was not born this way. Actually, I only got to this mindset and this way of thinking over the past few years. A lot of times it takes a personal experience, maybe a traumatic experience. Unfortunately, a lot of times a traumatic experience to really shake up your life, shake up your mindset, and create a whole new outlook on life. And that's what happened to me. After some personal setbacks, I really started going down into a really negative place. But when I got to my lowest point, and I do mean the lowest point. I know a lot of you out there have been to that lowest point too, where you just didn't want to live anymore. I knew I either had to make a change or the rest of my days were going to be just miserable. And it didn't happen all at once. It happened slowly. I learned different tools, put them in my toolkit, and eventually that's how the How Good It Can Get brand was born, because I wanted to show people how good life could get. And it does take work. It does take work. And I work at it daily. And anyone that has a really good outlook on life and a positive attitude, I guarantee they're doing a lot of internal work day in and day out, but it just becomes habit after a while. So I say all of this because she asked me, she said, well, I wish I had that mindset. I wish I had that outlook. She goes, share with me what your core beliefs are. Can you please text me what your core beliefs are? And I thought that was interesting because I think we all have core beliefs, but I'd never actually put them in writing before. So I did, and I have to say this was a really great exercise. So I'd like to take a minute to read to you what my core beliefs are. This is the text message that I sent to my friend after lunch. My core beliefs. We create our own reality. First and foremost, I believe that wholeheartedly. I tell myself that every day when I wake up. That's a reminder to take full ownership of your life. We create our reality. So that was number 1 on my list. Next, everything is energy. Next, gratitude is the best way to start the day. I start each day thanking Jesus for the many blessings in my life. Every cell is its own living part of a greater whole. I acknowledge this every day by saying thank you to every cell, tissue, and organ for working nonstop to keep me healthy, fit, and beautiful. I grow more beautiful and youthful every day. And that truly is something I say every day. So I'm going to say it again in case you want to incorporate it into your daily affirmations, because I believe it has helped me stay healthy and vibrant. So again, every day I say, thank you to every cell, tissue, and organ for working nonstop to keep me healthy, fit, and beautiful. I grow more beautiful and youthful every day. Next, I am the watcher of my mind. My thoughts create my reality, and I am 100% responsible for the life I am creating. When my thoughts turn negative, it is my responsibility to redirect them to a more positive and empowering thought. Next, when something unpleasant happens, I can choose to be the victim or the victor. I train my brain daily to choose to be the victor. Always be victorious. Next, water takes on our words. I speak positively into the first sips of the day. And this is what I say. Thank you. I love you. Only magical things happen to me. Again, every day when I wake up, when I get my coffee, the first thing I do before I take a sip is I say, thank you. I love you. Only magical things happen to me. Next, maintaining a high vibration is the single most important thing we can do to manifest our desired reality. Next, we are eternal. We are eternal. There is nothing to fear. The Bible states 365 times, do not fear. For a reminder that every day of the year we are divinely loved and guided. There is nothing to fear. And lastly, sound bowls create the frequencies that help our energetic body stay in alignment. And I say sound bowls, but really frequencies, right? I use sound bowls daily in my morning affirmation routine, and each sound bowl aligns to one of the primary chakras. So I just say a little positive affirmation along with each one daily. And I do believe that frequencies really do play an important part in keeping our energetic bodies in alignment. And so I share all of that with you, not because I have the most profound core beliefs, but I wanted to share with you what my core beliefs are. One, to give you a better insight into who I am and how I think throughout the day and what I do throughout the day to kind of stay in this positive mindset, but also to encourage you to write out what your core beliefs are, because maybe you've never really thought about it, or maybe you give it a passing thought, but you've never written them down. So I encourage you to write them down. It is so powerful, and I think it just makes it more ingrained into who we are. These are our core beliefs. And if you don't think you have any core beliefs, what do you want your core beliefs to be? Because that's what's going to help you manifest the life that you want and to bring in the abundance that you deserve and desire. We are all looking for abundance, and we all deserve it. If you don't think you deserve abundance, or that there is a limited amount of money or health or love in the universe, then there's a block that needs to be removed, because there is an abundance. There's enough for everyone. And that's all I wanted to talk about today, is like our core beliefs. What are your core beliefs? And I did just mention blocks, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention a powerful healing session that is coming up on 11/11/2024. So November 11th, which is 11/11. So if you're hearing this before November 11th, go to my Instagram. It's An Abundant Universe, or go to VB Healer, both on Instagram. Wes and I have a shared link tree, so you can go there and sign up for the healing that he is doing. It is going to be powerful healing. And if you miss it and hear this after 11/11, Wes has some powerful healing sessions coming up. You can find all of those at VB Healer on the link tree, or on my Instagram page, An Abundant Universe, on the link tree. And there is going to be a very special New Year's Eve healing session, and it's going to have a lot of great things. I'm going to be doing a vibrational mastery section in there as well, and Wes is going to usher in the new year. New year, new you. So there are so many things coming up, and if you do feel that you have some blocks, I think one of Wes's healings will really help you move through those blocks. And like I said, we create our reality. So I encourage you to write out your core beliefs, what they are, and really just, I speak about this all the time, really the best thing we can do to usher in the things we want is to maintain a high vibration. So at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. What feels good? If it feels good, and I don't mean drugs and alcohol, but if something brings you joy, move toward that. If people or things are causing you anxiety, move away from it, right? Because when we are in a high vibration, that is when we usher in more of the things that are meant for us, more of the wonderful things, health, wealth, and love. So thank you all for listening. Reach out to me at An Abundant Universe on Instagram, or you can go to my website, which is howgooditcanget.com. I do have a manifestation series that you can sign up for. If you are interested in one-on-one consciousness coaching, reach out to me. I do have a very limited number of opportunities for people that would like some one-on-one coaching. Just email me at admin@howgooditcanget.com, or just go on my website, howgooditcanget.com. All of the information is there. And if you don't see something that you're interested in, just email me and we can do something more personalized. So thank you again for listening, and yeah, have a wonderful day. I hope you see just how good it can get.
You've been listening to the How Good It Can Get podcast. Remember, the power to transform your life is within you. So stay mindful, stay empowered, and keep embracing how good it can get.